If you're watching this video, it probably means you're very familiar, or somewhat familiar, or at least curious about the W124 Mercedes class. Now, the internal designation W124 is the representative of the E-Class, which is the middle of the range Mercedes models. This W124 is very unique in the setup that it has, so that's why I wanted to do a little video on it. Now, the more eagle-eye viewer has probably noticed, or might be thinking that I'm starting in second gear, but no. This car comes with a manual dogleg getrag 5-speed transmission, where the first gear is down, second is up, third, fourth, and so on. Very cool. These gearboxes were supposed to be a little bit tougher, and they were designed for the more sporty, I guess, range of the model and the more sporty driving conditions or driving habits. So the cool thing about this one, now I'm not going to ramble on, is that this is a W124 coupe. It's a 300C with the M104 engine, but it's the 300C 24 valve, and it has the very unique Sportline finish. Now, a lot of times people on the internet, and you kind of try to find, you know, what makes a Sportline, what's an original Sportline. Well, from my knowledge, and I might be wrong, and there might be probably a lot of people that know a little bit more about this one, the Sportline finish on these coupes, aside from the badges, which is a logical one, came with 4 or 5 different little features. The first one is that the suspension's a little bit lowered. It's a little bit stiffer. You can also determine your Sportline by the sedan got the seats that were a little bit bolstered. The coupes and the convertibles apparently did not get the seats, but it's a little bit lowered. You have 8 hole, a little bit wider rims, and the brakes are a little bit upgraded, as well as is the steering a little bit sharper. Now, from what I've been able to read, and I think this is from Mercedes experts, if you have a Sportline finish, that will be on your data card for the W124s as option 653. So this one is an original Sportline. It doesn't have the badges on the front quarter panels, but again, what matters is that you have it on your data card, so you know that it is an actual Sportline. So it's a very unique combination of a car, because it's a 123 coupe with a factory manual dogleg 5-speed, the 24 valve 300C engine, which gave you a little bit more horsepower than the regular 300C, and you notice that when you drive them. I've owned of the W124 coupes, I've owned a 230C, which was the smaller ones made for the European market with only a 4-cylinder engine, the 300CE, conventional regular 300C, the 320C, which was the end of the model year around 94, 95, and 96, and of course this one. But what I thought what it is to me, what makes these cars so cool, aside from the fact that it has a manual transmission, which totally changes the driving experience, is that these are very usable classic cars. This is what I would consider a daily classic. And the reason is because, first of all, they're not very complex to maintain. You know, general maintenance will get you through a lot of the things. Apparently, the 24 valve engines, option engines, did not have the wiring harness issue, the biodegradable one. So that's an added value, because you don't have to deal with that wiring harness on some of these coupes disintegrating on you. And it's got a great power band. So the power through the rev range is very ample. You can put this car into 5th gear at 40 miles an hour and it has power. You can push it to 6,000 revs and it's got great power, obviously. But it's a very usable and comfortable daily driver car. The trunk has a good amount of space. The front seats are very, very, very comfortable. The rear seats, you know, not so much. You gotta be a small person or a child to be comfortable back there. So this one was originally registered in Spain, on the island of Mallorca, even though it has an Ibiza license plate. So that doesn't really matter. Both of those are on the islands. It was manufactured, according to the data card, approximately in the 8th month of 1991, so it's a 91 model year. It has 125,000 original kilometers, and you can just kind of tell by the feel of this car that that's an accurate number. Technical inspection card also has traces of the mileage being correct. I bought this car in Spain about 3 weeks ago, well, 2.5 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and I was in the mood for a little bit of driving, so I decided to drive it from Madrid, which is near where I bought it, to the north of Spain, Santander, and there I put it on the Brittany Ferries, Santander to Portsmouth, and from Portsmouth to London. Used it a little bit in the UK, and it will be heading out to the US through Southampton to the Port of Baltimore. So it's had quite an adventure car. It's been absolutely flawless in all the time that I've had it. Everything works on the car, climate control, everything works as it should. It drives incredibly nice. It's an incredibly comfortable car to drive on the highway, and it's a very comfortable car as well to drive in a city setting because of this very, very convenient, comfortable, and quick manual gearbox. The car is basically rust-free. It's had, I believe, a little bit of paintwork, although this is the original color. I know the previous owner told me that the passenger side had a little bit of paintwork because it had those chips of having a rather inconsiderate parking neighbor that would open the door and give you those little ticks on your passenger door. So that's been taken care of. Honestly, it looks great. I would be comfortable driving this car cross country in a heartbeat. It feels great, goes great through all the gears, brakes are good. The previous owner also put on a set of new tires. Not my preference of tires just because of the brand, but you know, they are basically, you know, they've probably got about a couple thousand kilometers on them at the very most. So, you know, that's always a good thing. And you know, tires are, everybody wants their own brand and has their own taste, and depending on what they're going to use it for. So yeah, very comfortable car, maintains high oil pressures, all of these do, and it's just a very usable all-around driver. Very, very good for anybody that wants to enjoy a really cool Mercedes. Now, these W124s are, you know, they were built up until about 1996. Very rarely do you see 97, and if you see 97, it's 96 model. It was sold a little bit later. But they came off of the W123 prior chassis, which was, you know, unbreakable cars. So what the main in my opinion, having owned both of them, what makes the 124 unique is that all of the engines were vastly improved from the ones that were available on the 123 chassis, and just the performance is that much better. But they still maintain that amazing build quality of the W123 and of all Mercedes in general from this time up until, you know, early 2000s. So anyway, that's all. That's pretty much this car in a heartbeat. Everything, you know, just a great car. Everything works. Everything runs. It just drives great. Oh, also, some of these came with actually hand crank windows in the rear, the lower spec version. So this fortunately has the electric windows, so you can actually create that pillarless coupe look. So that's always kind of a cool thing that you can have on these Mercedes, especially in the summertime. And that's about it. So if you have any questions, just reach out, comment on the video, or you know, you'll see this one up for auction. So don't miss out on the feed. All right.